Going Ghost, Spirit Airlines, and their problems with communication. A presentation by Bryce Carter, Delana Johnson, Megan Weeks, and Taylor Young. Word number 3. Table of contents and main points. We have an overview of Spirit Airlines, followed by our topic focus of managing communication. Then we have our research findings that follows into our recommendations. 1 being improvement of organization-wide communication. 2 is innovative communication mediums. 3 is a company ethics hotline. And 4 is survey feedback. Spirit Airlines, delivering the best value in the sky. They're in the aviation industry. Their current CEO since 2019 is Edward Christie III, goes by Ted. Spirit Airlines is a major American ultra-low-cost carrier headquartered in Miramar, Florida. Their services extend across the continents of North and South America, as well as the Caribbean. Spirit Airlines was originally known as the Clipper Trucking Company when it was founded in 1964 in Michigan. Aviation wasn't a part of the company until Michigan native Ned Homfield refounded the company as Ground Air Transport in 1974. In 1983, Homfield changed the name again, this time to Charter One Airlines, focusing on gambling trips to Atlantic City. It wouldn't be until 1992 and the acquisition of 4 DC-9 jets that Homfield would rebrand one final time to Spirit Airlines. Spirit was purchased by competitor JetBlue in a merger worth $3.8 billion in July of this year, 2022. Topic focus: managing communication. Managing communication is all about managers effectively communicating and carrying out the organization's goals through its employees. Managers act as a sender in the communication process and hope to get their message to the receiver or employees in a clear and concise manner. However, through noise and jargon, as well as employees listening to information through the grapevine, communication can become jumbled. In turn, this leads to mistakes by employees or the message not being received clearly. It is imperative for managers to actively listen with an empathetic ear so that employees will give them constructive feedback which the organization can then build upon. Through eliminating destructive feedback, the organization will continue to make improvements in communication to not only employees, but to stakeholders and consumers alike. Research findings on Spirit Airlines. Spirit has gained a reputation over the years as the laughingstock of the aviation industry, by customers and competitors alike. The airline consistently cancels flights with no communication to their workers or their passengers. As said by one Spirit flight attendant, management has once again canceled over 30% of our flights for the 4th time since August. This quote comes from a group of Spirit flight attendants picketing at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in April of this year. By canceling flights with no communication to their staff, Spirit leaves their flight attendants stranded in airports with no hotel accommodations set, being left with the floor to sleep on. Spirit flight attendants have experienced loss of rest and a work-life balance due to ineffective communication mediums between the airline's cancellation team and flight attendant scheduling team. This results in a chain reaction that disrupts operations and leaves flight attendants dealing with unsatisfied passengers who lack information.
Spirit Airlines improvement of organization-wide communication. Spirit Airlines is taking a step back on their profit-driven efforts and starting to focus more on customer service. The company is now focused on improvement of communications and customer service by partnering with the messaging platform LivePerson to allow customers to directly connect with the airline. LivePerson is a platform that uses chatbots, and Spirit will be using a mix of artificial intelligence and live human agents to handle customer requests powered by LivePerson technology. In the first 2 months of using LivePerson, they've realized that over 30% of conversations do not need actual human agent support. Winning customers with high-ranking on-time performance and low costs is not enough for Spirit Airlines. The Miramar, Florida-based carrier wants to be widely acknowledged for offering a high-quality experience and clear communication with the people who book flights with them. revealed that in September of 2019, the company would start using WhatsApp, the Facebook-owned messaging platform, to help create better and more efficient communication for customer service and experience for the airline. Using both WhatsApp and LivePerson is what Spirit Airlines is going to do as far as improve their communication. So they're using both platforms. LivePerson is to help with sending customers automated responses using artificial intelligence-based chat box functions. This new line of communication will be connected with English and Spanish-speaking guest relations and reservations teams to millions of Spirit guests in the United States, the Caribbean, and Latin America who already use WhatsApp every day. So they're kind of similar in the sense, just yes, they do use chat box. However, customers will always have the option to speak to a representative if needed for any questions or issues a bot cannot help with. So they're using both WhatsApp and LivePerson to help with their communication organization.
Recommendation 2. Innovative communication mediums. What are mediums and how can they benefit Spirit Airlines? Mediums are communication systems or channels that organizations utilize to address their audience. It is a channel by which a sender conveys meaning to their audience and may contain written, vocal, and nonverbal components. How can an effective communication medium positively impact Spirit Airlines? It could decrease employee turnover rates, which in return would improve customer satisfaction, improve organizational communication by ensuring messages are interpreted correctly, timely, and received. Messages can sometimes be conveyed improperly when the tone may be uncertain. When a message could possibly upset an employee, face-to-face would be the better option so that the tone is established correctly.
Recommendation 3. Company Ethics Hotline. Giving employees an outlet to voice frustrations and report wrongdoings is a great way to improve organizational communication and even weed out bad employees. Spirit Airlines flight attendants have voiced their frustrations through protest, which leads us to believe that they have no outlet to communicate with corporate employees. When stranded at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, one picketing employee stated, "They left us on hold with the company for hours without answers and are making us sleep on floors." A company ethics hotline, if used properly, can be a major asset to helping solve problems related to stranded employees and their lack of accommodations, hotel, food, sleep, etc. Had the company properly implemented a working hotline to address these issues, it is unlikely that employees would have been forced to picket outside of major airports across the U.S. throughout the early parts of 2022.
Recommendation 4. Survey feedback. Due to a shortage of workers for Spirit Airlines, many employees are feeling overworked. Spirit will not be able to retain employees if they feel as if they're being taken advantage of, overworked, or have an unfair wage. Unsatisfied employees often lead to unsatisfied customers, which in return results in a failing company. In order to prevent such a catastrophe, Spirit Airlines should issue surveys to their employees and analyze the results to make the necessary improvements. When employees feel that their concerns matter and are addressed, it makes all the difference. As stated in our textbook, surveys must be immediate and focus on specific behaviors and problems. Management must be mindful that some employees may choose to complete surveys with no intent to be helpful, which is called feed smack.